about this one of the Bhagavad classes.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll just tomorrow.
The day tomorrow. Day after tomorrow we have exam.
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow we have exam. But tomorrow from 10:30 to 1:30 we have 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll just finish it today. Just got to do. Okay, so we're in the middle of the battlefield here. In the middle of the battlefield here with Vritasura. What happened to the demons? They'd all run away. And the demigods were attacking them from behind. And Vritasura was disgusted with both of them. The demons shouldn't have run away, and the demigods shouldn't have attacked from behind. But Vritasura's going forward. And when Indra threw a club, Vritasura caught it and came back and hit Airavata. Injured Airavata, knocked him back. How far did he knock him back?
14 yards.
14 yards. Quite a distance, eh? And then Indra uses his hand to produce some nectar and heal the elephant. And then they're looking. And Vritasura sees them. And Vritasura begins to talk to them. And he's talking powerful words, criticizing Indra for his actions. What had Indra done wrong? He killed a Brahmana.
Killed a spiritual master.
He killed his spiritual master. And he killed Vritasura's brother. So on 3 accounts, one person, 3 accounts. And Vritasura said, now by good fortune, he's standing before me face to face as my enemy. So is it good fortune? Why is it good fortune?
Take revenge?
Yeah, I think so. It gives an opportunity for revenge. So I can pierce your heart with my trident. I'll be free from my debt to my brother. Right? A debt to his brother because Twasta, the father, had created Vritasura specifically for what purpose?
Killing Indra.
Yeah, to kill Indra. That was the debt. The father wanted that the Vritasura would get revenge on Indra and kill him. So Vritasura is speaking the plain facts there. And then text 15, he continues, for the sake of living in the heavenly planets, you killed my older brother. And then he glorifies his older brother. His older brother, self-realized, sinless, qualified Brahmana, who was the chief priest of the demigods. He was supposed to be their chief priest. He was your spiritual master. And although you entrusted him with the performance of your sacrifice, you later mercilessly severed his heads from his body, the way one butchers an animal. Right? not a very nice thing, cut off people's heads. In France they do that. When they have the death sentence in France, they have the guillotine. Cut off the heads. Prabhupada went to France and Prabhupada said, your country is famous for revolution. You know the story? The French Revolution. The people revolted against the royalty, against the royal family. They cut off their heads. They got all the royal family, cut off their heads. All the people were cheering as they were killed. It's a few hundred years ago, several hundred years. What happened? The people were all starving. The people of France, there was a famine. People were hungry, they could not get food. And they told the Queen of France, the people are so poor, they have no bread to eat. And you know what she said? She said, they don't have any bread? Why don't they eat cake? So when the people heard that, then they thought, just see, this is the queen. She does not care about her people. So they had revolution. And they got some of them escaped. Some of them managed to escape. Some people took their place, disguised as them. Some people like that gave up their life. But famous revolution in history. So cutting off people's heads, that is butcher. There's a business of butchers. Jiva Goswami tells about, he says, what does he say? You know the story about the butcher? He says, Rajaputra Charanjiva, yes, you know? Rajaputra Charanjiva.
Son of the king, you live as long as possible.
Majiva Rishi Putraka. Jivava Maravasado Vyadi Majiva Mamara. Vyadi means the butcher.
You don't live, you don't die.
Don't live, don't die. Why? Because you're living in hell, and when you die,
We take it to hell.
you go to hell. So don't live and don't die. So butcher an animal. So Indra had done like that. He cut off the heads of Vishwarup. Did not give him any chance. So Vritasura continues humiliating Indra, speaking criticism of him. He said, you're bereft of all shame, mercy, glory, and good fortune. Deprived of these good qualities by the reactions of your fruitive activities. Why has he lost all his good qualities?
By doing Brahmahatya.
Yeah, because he did such bad things, killing Brahman. So you are to be condemned even by the man-eaters, even the Rakshasas, they condemn you. Now, Vritasura said, now I shall pierce your body with my trident. And after you die with great pain, even fire will not touch you. Only the vultures will eat your body. Even fire will not touch you. So like that, it's not a very glorious way. I said yesterday, the Parsis, they feed their dead to the vultures, right? Where there's a Parsi temple, you see there's always some vultures nearby, and they wait for the dead body to come. And they eat the dead bodies. Anyway, not very pleasant. Vultures. And then he continues his he continues to chastise Indra, to point out his faults. He said, "You are naturally cruel. If the other demigods, unaware of my prowess, follow you by attacking me with raised weapons, I shall sever their heads with this sharp trident." So Vritrasura is saying, if your demigods, if they try to attack me, he said, I will cut their heads off, and then I'll perform a sacrifice to Vaibhava and the other leaders of the ghosts, along with their hordes. With the heads of the demigods, I'll do a sacrifice for Vaibhava. Who's Vaibhava?
Lord
Shiva.
Huh?
Lord Shiva.
He's the leader of the ghosts. One of the leaders of the ghosts. So when you worship ghosts, you worship that kind of, very tamasic kind of situation. But anyway, Vritrasura is warning Indra that what he's going to do, if you come like this, I'm going to give you a hard time. I'm going to cut the heads off and do a yagya. With quite a yagya, have heads of the demigods. Just like when Jagbarat, in the fifth canto, Jagbarat, you've studied the fifth canto, right? You know the whole thing. I went to Nepal last year. We went to Kali Gandaka, and we saw the place where Bharat had been there, Bharat Maharaj had been there. And there's a Kali temple also. Yeah, they have a Kali temple. I said, but where is the deity of Kali? They said, she's under the ground. How about under the ground? Because she might get angry. She cut off the heads of all the people who were going to sacrifice Jagbarat. So when we went to the Kali temple, we couldn't see Kali because they said they keep her underground in case she comes up, and gets angry again, cut everybody's heads off. So, and if this is a business, people worship ghosts like that. They will do human sacrifices, they will offer them like that. So that then Vritrasura continues, he said, but if in this battle you cut off my head with your thunderbolt, if you cut off my head with your thunderbolt and kill my soldiers, then, O Indra, I shall take great pleasure in offering my body to other living entities. So Vritrasura is talking the other side. He said, if you cut off my head with your thunderbolt, you can offer my body to other living entities like the jackals and the vultures. Right? The jackals eat at night. The vultures eat in the day. Sometimes we can hear the jackals every night, right? They only eat at night, they won't eat in the day. So There's a story about the dead boy, and the jackals came and they told the people, "Oh, don't do the sack." A boy had died, you see, and so they wanted to do the funeral for the boy. So the jackals came and said, "Oh, he was such a good boy. Wait till tomorrow. You can do the funeral tomorrow." The jackals were saying like that because they wanted to come at night and eat the boy. They couldn't. They were speaking philosophically. "Oh, he was such a good boy. So nice. Why don't you go and praise the boy for a day? Come back tomorrow." And the vultures came. They wanted to eat the body. They were saying, "Don't wait till tomorrow. You can do the funeral now. The vultures wanted to eat right away." They were both speaking philosophy, both the jackals and the vulture. But they were speaking philosophy so they could eat the body. They wanted to eat the body. So sometimes people speak philosophy, their purpose is just to eat the body, to eat the flesh. They will speak some philosophy just for their own sense gratification. So here also, Vritasura is saying, he said, "You can offer my body to the jackals and the vultures." And is Vritasura happy about this? What does he say? He said, "I will be relieved of my obligation to the reactions of my karma." I will be relieved of my obligations to the reactions of my karma. And my fortune will be to receive the dust from the lotus feet of great devotees, like Narada Muni. So why Narada Muni? Why is Vritasura saying Narada Muni? What did Narada Muni do for Vritasura?
Past life. He was Chitraketu and Narada Muni guided him.
Narada Muni was guiding him.
And
He gave him the Shankarshana mantra by chanting the holy name of Lord Shankarshana. Maharaj Chitraketu got darshan of Lord Shankarshana within 7 days.
He chanted the mantra of Lord Sankarshan.
Pranam.
Huh?
Yeah, Shankarshana mantra. I don't know exactly.
Okay. You know the mantra? No. Okay. And anyway, he's saying he wants to get the dust. He wants to receive the dust from the lotus feet of Narada Muni. And he said, he's saying if Indra will cut off his head, then he will be relieved of his obligation to the reactions of his karma. So what has Vritasura done that he has to have his head cut off? What did he do? Why has he got such heavy karma?
when he went to Shiva Parvati, he made fun of Parvati sitting on Lord Shiva's lap. So that was his offense of past life.
Okay. Yeah. I think so, right? We don't know anything else that he did. So, anyway, he's saying like that. He said, I will take great pleasure in offering my body to the jackals and vultures. What can you tell from that?
He is humble.
Well, he's not attached. He's not attached to the body, right? You can feed my body to jackals and vultures. He knows he's not the body. He's detached from the body, right? When he knows, when his head is cut off, he's going to leave the body. So if they want, you can feed it to jackals and vultures. Not a problem, right? Not going to gain anything from the body. And then Prabhupada quotes Narottam Das Thakur. It's a nice purport here. Who wants to read the purport? Yes?
I am the servant of the Swiss Goswamis. The dust of their lotus feet provides 5 kinds of food. A Vaishnava always desires the dust of the lotus feet of the previous Acharya and Vaishnavas. Dhritarashtra was certain that he would be killed in the battle with Indra because this was the desire of Lord Vishnu. He was prepared for the death because he knew that after his death he was destined to return home back to Godhead. This was a great destination and it is achieved by the grace of the Vaishnava. Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Vaishekeva. No one has ever gone back to Godhead without being favored by a Vaishnava. In this verse, therefore, we find the words Manasvinam Pada Rajaha Prapaste. I shall receive the dust of the lotus feet of the great devotees. The word Manasvinam refers to the great devotees who always think of Krishna. They are always peaceful, thinking of Krishna, and therefore they are called Dhira. The best example of such a devotee is Narada Muni. If one receives the dust of the lotus feet of Manasvi, a great devotee, he certainly returns home back to Godhead.
Jai Manasvi, a great devotee. So the best example is Narada Muni. So we were hearing many great devotees, many people Narada Muni made great devotees, right? Who were some of the people Narada made devotees?
Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Only Prahlad and Dhruva?
Chitraketu Maharaj, Chitraketu.
Chitraketu?
The 1,000 sons of Daksha. The Haryashvas, the 1,000 sons of
The
Daksha.
Haryashvas, the Shabalashvas? Yes, 10,000 Haryashvas, 1,000 Shabalashvas. Who else? And some others?
Discounter.
What about Prachetas? Yeah? Alright, do you know anybody else who went back to Godhead by the mercy of a devotee? The grace of a Vaishnava? Any other Vaishnavas? Only Narada Muni? Any other Vaishnavas give mercy?
Shukadeva Goswami gave mercy to Maharaj.
Okay. What about Lord Shiva? Did Lord Shiva give mercy to some people?
The Prachetas, the Rudra Gita. The Rudra Gita given to the Prachetas.
Prachetas.
The Prachetas, yeah. The Rudra Gita.
What?
The Rudra Gita.
Rudra Gita. Okay. Anybody else? The mercy of a Vaishnava? Can think of some people? The grace of a Vaishnava?
Dhritarashtra by the mercy of Vidura. He did not go back to God.
Who?
Dhritarashtra, he attained liberation.
Dhritarashtra by the grace of
Vidura.
Vidura. Okay. Dhritarashtra did go back to Godhead?
He did Shanta, he did not attain perfect liberation. He did not attain rasa, no service, not no dasya. He did not attain any good rasa like dasya, sakya, he did not attain just Shanta.
Where did he go? The Brahmajayati?
Yes.
Impersonal liberation?
Yeah, because of his offenses.
Okay, any others? The grace of a Vaishnava?
Devahuti by Canto and Kapila Muni.
Devahuti?
By the mercy of her husband and son, Kapila Muni.
Shivananda Saint and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu helping the dog to go back home.
Helping the dog to go back home. Did the dog go back home?
Yes.
Straight from the dog body, go back home?
By the mercy of
No, no.
By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya, he fed him that coconut pulp, and then Prabhupada mentioned that after giving up body, he left back home.
Okay.
Ramanujacharya, he gave the mercy to only fish, and they went back to body. Ramanujacharya.
Ramanujacharya.
That example in the series, he put some prasadam in the lake, and by eating that prasadam, all the fish even back to body.
Is it
Mahaprasad.
Okay. By the grace of a Vaishnava, great devotee, great Vaishnava. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he made some devotees.
And Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada, by the grace of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. And Srila Prabhupada gave mercy to so many others. Go back to life. So we need to be favored by a Vaishnava. Jadbharat gave mercy to Maharaj Rahugan. Yeah. What about Achamila?
Vishnu Dutas. She hears the explanation.
Huh?
Ajamila hears the explanations of holy name by Vishnu Duta, and then he transforms himself.
Yeah, somehow, somewhere Ajamila got the mercy somewhere from some devotees because he gave his son the name Narayan.
Yes.
So just the fact that if you give his son the name Narayan, some devotees must have been telling Ajamila, when your wife delivers a child, call your child the name, give the name. Like so the grace of a Vaishnava. Then Chankasi, how did Chankasi become a devotee?
By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
Mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah.
She saw
Huh?
Jagai Madhai,
Jagai Madai.
Nityananda Prabhu.
By the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Okay, good, yes. Chadya Vaishnava Seva Naishtara Bhaye Kebel. Okay. So we need to get the dust of the devotee. Alright, we'll go ahead here. Vrajasuras continue, text 19. O king of the demigods, since I, your enemy, am standing before you, why don't you hurl your thunderbolt at me? Your attack upon me with your club was useless, like a request for money, a request of money from a miser. Right? The thunderbolt you carry will not be useless. You need have no doubts about this. This one lady, she got approached by one man for marriage, but her sisters told her, oh, don't marry him, he's a miser. Not a good idea for a woman to marry a man who's a miser. It makes sense, right? The women can appreciate appreciate. So you want money, yeah. Don't waste your time asking some miser. So the thunderbolt, Indra's carrying the thunderbolt. It's useless if you don't use it. You should use it. Vritrasura is ready. He wants to die, right? He wants to give up the body because he knows he's got the body, just like the elephant Gajendra. Well, you killed the crocodile. I'm still in this elephant body. Why didn't you kill me? I prayed for you. You killed the crocodile. He got freed of his body. I'm still in this elephant body. No, terrible. So Indra threw his club at Vritrasura. Vritrasura caught it and threw it back to hit the head of the elephant. Indra's attack was a failure. Indra's elephant was injured, knocked back. Indra stood with the thunderbolt to hurl against Vritrasura. He was doubtful, thinking the thunderbolt might also fail. Vritrasura, however, being a Vaishnava, assured Indra that thunderbolt would not fail. Vritrasura knew it had been prepared with the instructions of Lord Vishnu. Although Indra had doubts, he could not understand. Lord Vishnu's order never fails. Right? Indra had doubts. He could not understand. Lord Vishnu's order never fails. Vritrasura understood Lord Vishnu's purpose. So Vritrasura was eager to be killed by the thunderbolt, manufactured according to Lord Vishnu's instructions. And he was sure he would go back home, back to Godhead. When he was simply waiting for the opportunity for the thunderbolt to be released. Vritrasura told Indra, if you want to kill me, since I am your enemy, take this opportunity. Kill me. You will gain victory and I shall go back to Godhead. Your deed will be equally beneficial for both of us. Do it immediately. So Vritrasura is eager. He's eager to die because he knows in his body it's so terrible. He just wants to get free of that body. And he knows, he's sure of his destiny. He's going to go back to Godhead. Vritrasura continues, O Indra, king of heaven, the thunderbolt you carry to kill me has been empowered. What has it been empowered with? The prowess of Lord Vishnu and the strength of Dadichi's austerities. So two things it's empowered with. The prowess of Lord Vishnu and the strength of Dadichi's austerities. You have come here to kill me. According to Lord Vishnu's order, there is no doubt that I shall be killed by the release of your thunderbolt. Lord Vishnu has sided with you. Your victory, opulence, and all good qualities are assured. So Vritrasura, he's sure about the power of the thunderbolt. Indra's carrying the thunderbolt. Indra's a little hesitant. But Indra's also worried because he knows Vritrasura is a devotee. And so he doesn't like to kill a devotee. He already killed a brahmana and got reactions. Now he's going to kill a devotee. It would be worse to kill a devotee. You'll get a lot of reactions for that. So he's very hesitant to kill the devotee. Of course, in Vritrasura, he's eager because he wants to go back to Godhead. And Indra, if he throws the thunderbolt, he'll win the battle. And if he wins the battle, he'll enjoy the heavenly planets. But you have to stay in the material world and you have the reactions of his karma. You get the reactions for killing Vritrasura. So Indra wanted to get victory over Vritrasura, but that would not at all be happiness. It wasn't going to make him happy. Heavenly planets, there's no real happiness there. And if you go to the heavenly planets, how long you can stay there? After some time you're going to fall back again. So if he goes back to Godhead, it never comes back to the material world. By killing Vritrasura, Indra would not actually gain. He would remain in the material world. Vritrasura, however, would go to the spiritual world. Therefore, victory was destined for Vritrasura, not for Indra. So it's unusual that somebody could be killed and go back to Godhead. Usually we don't hear about people being killed to go back to Godhead. Great devotees, usually we would say they're protected by Krishna. The devotee, how he could die, how he could be killed by Krishna, by demigods. But this is a special situation. Vritrasura is in the demon body. He doesn't want to stay in that body. He wants to get free of that body. So, he's got to encourage Indra to use the weapon. But the more Vritrasura speaks, the more Indra can understand this person's a devotee. And the more hesitant he is to throw the weapon. Because he's a nice devotee, how I can kill him? Anyway, Vritrasura continues speaking, and he says to Indra, he said, by the force of your thunderbolt, I shall be freed of material bondage. Give up this body and this world of material desires. Fixing my mind on the lotus feet of Lord Sankarshan, I shall attain the destination of such great sages as Narada Muni, just as Lord Sankarshan has said. So, here you see, we heard about Narada Muni, now we hear he's fixing his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Sankarshan. Who else was a devotee of Lord Sankarshan?
Lord Shiva.
Yeah, Lord Shiva is actually Sankarshan, right?
The Kumaras.
4 Kumaras.
They heard Bhagavatam from Shankarshan.
Huh?
They heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Lord Shankarshan.
Oh, right, yeah. They have Srimad Bhagavatam from Lord Sankarshan, yeah. The 4 Kumaras. So Lord Sankarshan is the expansion of Lord Balaram. And Lord Sankarshan is always speaking the glories of the Lord, right? And he has many mouths, unlimited numbers of mouths, and they're all reciting the glories of the Lord since time immemorial. And they never get exhausted, never tire speaking. So he said, I will attain the destination of such great sages as Narada Muni. What was that destination?
Vaikuntha.
Just as Lord Sankarshan has said. Is that where Narada Muni is? He's in Vaikuntha?
He's traveling.
Traveling, right? He's always traveling. So Prabhupada talks about the most important duty, to fix our mind at the time of death, fix our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. Vritrasura asked Indra to release his weapon. A devotee is always ready to give up his material body, which is described here as Gramya Pasha, the rope of material attachment. Alright, are you all ready to give up your material body? Prabhupada said the body is not at all good. It is simply a cause of bondage to the material world. Unfortunately, even though the body is destined for destruction, fools and rascals invest all their faith in the body and are never eager to return home back to Godhead. What do you think? Are you eager to go back to Godhead?
Yeah.
So you ready to give up the body?
Not yet.
Did we see any devotees? Did we have some devotees here in Mayapur give up their bodies? Did you see some people leave the body here?
Yes, many.
Pankajangari Prabhu,
Bhakti Charu Maharaj.
Bhakti Charu Maharaj.
Many Prabhupada disciples.
Many.
Huh?
I forgot her name. Deity worship.
Did you know Ramanya?
Yeah, Rama Devi.
Rama Devi.
Ramadevi Mataji.
Yeah, Rama Devi. She left her body here in Mayapur.
She knows.
Huh?
Shubhangi.
Subhangi?
Mataji, Shivaji, Prabhupada disciple. Prabhupada disciple.
She left her body.
Did she leave the body?
I don't think so.
Last week.
Huh?
Shubhangi. She was a bookstall. She was very old actually. She was a bookstall. Small bookstall. So she was always selling books of Prabhupada.
Books.
Yeah. I forgot.
She's alive.
No,
She's alive.
Huh?
I didn't hear.
Last year.
I know the name. I don't know,
Shubhangi.
but I heard the name before.
She
She was in Mayapur.
has countries.
Did she leave the body?
I didn't hear her.
You didn't hear?
She heard me.
Yeah. What was it?
I don't know, I never heard.
If she's alive, what will you do?
Yeah, she left her body.
Did she?
Actually, she's my wife. So both names Shubhangi.
Oh,
Oh, yeah?
6th August 2023 in Sri Mayapur.
2023.
Yeah, she's my wife. So she called on temple of Jagannath. Both names Shubhangi.
She used to come to our school and tell us stories.
Yeah. Very nice the
Subhangi.
Shubhangi.
Both disciples of Jayapataka?
No,
Prabhupada disciple.
One is Prabhupada.
My wife is Jayapataka.
she's a disciple of Prabhupada and her husband also Prabhupada disciple.
Yeah.
How old is she? How old? 76.
Very young.
76 is not young.
76 is not young.
So bonus. After 65 bonus.
After 80.
Up to 17.
70. Both were building 70.
Alright, so this verse, text number 22, is talking about surrendering to the lotus feet of the Lord and accepting, recognizing, being recognized by the Lord as his own personal assistant or servant. So Vritrasura said, the Lord never bestows upon such servants the brilliant opulences of the upper, lower and middle planetary systems of this material world. You never get the Krishna doesn't give the opulence to his devotees, because the opulence of the material world will stop their devotion to Krishna. Right? So these things, Vritrasura said that when you have this material opulence, his possessions will increase his enmity, anxiety, mental agitation, pride, and belligerence. In other words, because you've got material opulence, you become very attached to these things, and you become proud, and you become worried about people taking them away from you. Who's going to take my money? Who's going to take my property? So you go through much endeavor to increase and maintain possessions, and he suffers so much unhappiness when he loses them. Right? You have a lot of opulence. What are you going to, can you take it with you when you die?
No.
You have to leave it all here, right? You leave it all, and so people feel very, very attached, their property, their money, their land. They feel very attached to these things. They'll come again, take birth again and again. There's a story about Kailash. There was this one man, he was a rich man and he had these sons. So one time Narada Muni came and he said to Kailash, come with me, let's go, leave this material world, we'll go travel and go and preach. And Kailash said, oh no, I have my sons here, I have to take care of the land for my sons, they're not grown up yet, they don't take care of things, they don't value everything, I cannot leave. So Narada Muni went away, came back after a long time, came back, the boys and his sons had all grown up, and Kailash was an old man. He said, Kailash, come with me now, you're old, you have to get free from all this attachment to Kailash, oh no, my sons are very careless, they just drink and they're lazy and they just enjoy all the property, they don't take care of anything, I have to take care of everything for them, otherwise they will lose everything, so I cannot go with you. So Narada Muni left, he came back after some time, he could not find Kailash. Then he found there was a big snake there, and the big snake saying, Narada Muni, it's me, I'm Kailash. He said, you've become a snake? He said, yeah, I'm guarding the land because people are coming, they're stealing the rice, they're stealing the property, I'm taking care of it, so I've taken this body of a snake, now I'm a snake. So Kailash said, he's in the body of a snake. So Narada Muni, he called all his sons, he said, come quick, there's a big snake. So all the sons came and they killed the snake. And in that way, Kailash got free of the snake body. But that's the kind of thing which happens, people get very attached. They take birth again and again. They're so attached to land, money, property. You come again and again, different lives. And even the people who were your family, they'll kill you in the future. You suffer so much misery. So, we don't want to get too attached to material things. So Indra was taking instructions from Lord Vishnu that he should kill Vritrasura. But that was actually Vishnu's mercy, because when Vritrasura is killed, then he's going to go back to Godhead. Vritrasura never wanted material possessions because he knew the nature of such possessions. That's foolish people, they want material things. And material things will keep you in the material world. They'll give you so much distress, so many troubles. So to get material possessions, you have to work very hard. And you create many enemies. You become rich, then people will envy you. But if you become a pure devotee, then Krishna never provides material possessions. A devotee sometimes needs some material possessions for preaching, but the possessions of a preacher are not like those of a karmi. What's the difference between the possessions of a devotee who is a preacher and the possessions of a karmi?
Possession of a devotee is used in preaching in the service of the Lord, and karmi is just used for sense gratification, the possessions.
Well, that's why they've got certain things, but what's the difference between them?
Oh, the possessions of the devotees are arranged by the Lord.
Huh?
It's arranged by the Supreme Personality of God.
What?
The possessions of a devotee is arranged by the Lord.
And what about possessions of a karmi?
By their hard labor.
Huh?
By their hard labor.
By their karma. Right? According to their karma, they get it. Achieved by it's the results of their karma. So the materialistic people, they get the results of their karma. And the devotee, are they getting karma?
No.
So?
Krishna.
It's arranged by Krishna to facilitate devotional service. Right. You need some, what's the verse in the Bhagavad Gita? Says like that. Krishna said, I preserve what you have, I carry what you lack. Yoga Kshema Vahamyaham. Right. I carry what you lack, I preserve what you have. If you're fully surrendered and engaging in Krishna's service, so a devotee doesn't depend on material possessions. It depends on Krishna. So what the possessions of a devotee are not like the possessions of a karmi. Devotee, what do you need, right? You don't have much possessions. Don't have a lot of possessions. Prabhupada traveled the world, didn't have much. So text 23, Vritrasura is continuing, he's saying, O Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead forbids his devotees to endeavor uselessly for religion, economic development, and sense gratification. O Indra, one can thus infer how kind the Lord is. Such mercy is obtainable only by unalloyed devotees, not by persons who aspire for material gains. Right? So people who have desire for something material, they don't get the real mercy of the Lord. But the devotee just wants to serve the Lord in this life and in the next. So the special mercy for the unallied devotee is the Lord saves him from hard labor to achieve the results of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. But if a devotee needs them for preaching, the Lord can provide them. A devotee is not much interested to get free from the material world. He just simply wants service to Krishna. Indra, he wanted material happiness in the heavenly planets. But Vritrasura, he wants to serve the Supreme Lord. So Krishna arranged for Vritrasura to go back to Godhead after Indra has killed him. Text 24, an important verse. Vritrasura is praying, "O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, will I again be able to be a servant of your eternal servants who find shelter only at your lotus feet? O Lord of my life, may I again become their servant so that my mind may always think of your transcendental attributes. My words always glorify those attributes, and my body always engage in the loving service of your Lordship." So this is very nice. Prabhupada said this verse is the sum and substance of devotional life. One must first become a servant of the servant of the servant. And he showed, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed by his example. So under his direction, under the direction of the Lord, one must engage one's three properties. Three properties: body, mind, and words. The body, translation.
Anyone who has surrendered his mind, body, and words to the service of the Lord is considered a Jivan Mukta in this life only, liberated soul.
Okay.
In this body.
So the body should be engaged in physical activities under the order of the spiritual master. The mind should think of Krishna incessantly, and one's words should be engaged in preaching the glories of it. And if one is engaged in the service of Krishna like this, then one's life is successful. So, of course, not very easy to do all that, right? Think of Krishna constantly, chant, preach, use the body for the service of spiritual teaching. To do this, you can do it for some time. Difficult to maintain. We have to be very absorbed, become very absorbed and very serious in this, to glorify the Lord in that way. So again, we can see more about the mood of Vritrasura, that he's thinking like this, you know? This is his prayer. He wants to be the servant of the servants, to find shelter only at their lotus feet. My mind, he wants his mind always think of your attributes, my words. So in this verse he's talking body, mind and words. My body always engaged in the loving service, my words glorifying attribute. So this is the idea Vritrasura desires to be fully engaged in the service of the Lord. And then he continues, next verse, he said, I don't desire to enjoy in Dhruvaloka, the heavenly planets, or the planet where Lord Brahma resides, nor do I want the supreme ruler of all the earthly planets of the Lord. I do not desire to be the master of the powers of mystic yoga, nor do I want liberation if I have to give up your lotus feet. So that desire of the pure devotee, what he wants is the lotus feet. Lotus, what does that mean when we talk about lotus feet?
Well, service of the Lord.
Yes, service. We talk about, Prabhupada said feet means service. Does it mean talking about taking shelter of the Lord? It's not just come and touch the feet. You know, people like to do that, they come and touch the feet. That's not really the thing. What is better is service. You do some service. Prabhupada said, better you bring me my slippers. He didn't want people touching his feet. You know about that? That nobody can touch my feet. Nobody should touch my feet. So devotees, pure devotees, they desire like that. They just simply want loving service. Text 26 gives 3 examples. 3 examples, right? What are the 3 examples? Give one.
The bird's mother is waiting for her to feed.
The birds in the nest, right?
Is waiting for her.
Waiting for?
Their children, whatever. Yeah.
Feed the...
Waiting for the mother and father bird to bring them some food.
Yeah.
Right? The young birds are in the nest, they cannot fly, and they wait for the mother and father bird to come back and feed them. Yes, that's one example. What's another?
The calves waiting to get milk from
The calf take the milk from the mother. Yes. And another one?
A mother's wife waiting for her husband.
Right. A chaste wife waiting for the husband's away from home, and the wife is waiting for the husband to come back. So, and it's in the same way Vritrasura said, I always yearn for the opportunity to render direct service unto you. Direct service. So there's 3 examples. Which one do you like? Which one do you think is the highest?
A wife.
The wife.
Yeah, because the consciousness is very developed.
Yes. Yes, and the birds are just in the nest, they're just waiting for the birds, you know, they're just depending on the other birds, you know, not doing anything, you know. But the wife, she's waiting for the husband to come back, and she wants to take, you know, naturally she'll take care of the husband and feed the husband, and she'll be happy to be with him, she'll enjoy to be with him. The birds, you know, the young birds, they just open their mouth, they just want to feed, give me food, put food in their mouth. Chickens, and the little calf, he just wants to drink, you know. They take the milk from the udder, from the mother. So the same way the pure devotee always wants to associate personally with Krishna and render service to him. Okay, and then text 27. Vritrasura said, I'm wandering throughout this material world as a result of my fruitive activities. Therefore, I simply seek friendship in the association of your pious and enlightened devotees. My attachment to my body, wife, children and home is continuing by the spell of your external energy. But I wish to be attached to them no longer. Let my mind, my consciousness and everything I have be attached only to you. Now does Vritrasura have a wife and children?
In his past life.
The past life, maybe, yeah, past life, but past life, you may have had so many things. Now that's over, right? You're gone. You cannot claim those are your children, those are your home, and it's all gone, finished. Cannot be attached to them anymore.
Or this prayer is meant for us.
Huh?
This prayer is meant for us.
It's meant for us. Well, I don't know, Vritrasura offered prayers for you.
No, I mean like the prayer is meant for us to recite to the Lord.
It's like it's a general saying which Vritrasura is repeating, which is good for him and good for everybody else.
Yeah, for the welfare of us, everyone.
Okay. Yeah, all right. We're wandering
Yes.
in the material world. Brahmanda Brahmite Kunya, right? Like that. Wandering as a result of our prayer activities. And so we want friendship in the association of pure, pious and enlightened devotees. So if you get good association, you get Bhakti Lada Beach. But the attachment for the material things, that's due to the external energy. So he says, I wish to be attached to them no longer. Let my mind, my consciousness, everything be attached only to you. So change the consciousness from the material to the spiritual. So this is Vritrasura's prayer. Like that, he wants to transform his consciousness away from the material to the spiritual. Become attached to the Lord and to the Lord's service. So what are the questions on this unit?
The first one is, what does one need to go back to Godhead?
What do we need to go back to Godhead?
Verse number 18.
Verse number 18.
Yeah.
Dust of a immediate dust of a dust feet, like a Manasvi.
The dust from the feet of the devotees. The dust.
Yes, of a Vaishnava.
Yes, right. Nobody can go back without the dust from the feet of the devotees. Huh? Right, that was right. Chaliya Vaishnava Seva Naishtara Payeche Keba. No one has ever gone back without being favored by a Vaishnava. So what do we need to go back to Godhead?
Dust of the lotus.
We need the mercy of a devotee.
Manasvi.
Yes?
Manasvi, a great devotee.
Manasvi. Yeah. Yeah, there's Prabhupada gave that name. There was one devotee, Manasvi. Manasvi meaning what? A great devotee.
Yes.
Alright. Another question?
How did Vritasura know that Indra's thunderbolt would be successful?
How did he know?
It was prepared according as per the order of Lord Vishnu. So it will never fail. That's for sure.
Okay. And anything else? It was prepared under the order of Lord Vishnu, and it was enriched with the potency of Dadichi's austerity. Dadichi's austerity was also there.
Yes.
So those two things were there. So then it's not going to fail.
Yes.
What verse was it?
It's 19 and 20.
Huh?
19, 20.
19 and 20, huh?
In accordance with instruction from Vishnu. The weapon was made according to the instructions of Lord Vishnu. So
he was sure that it would bring him back to Godhead. Okay, yeah. And then in 20, talks about the strength of Dadichi. It said the thunderbolt you carry, in the translation of 20, the thunderbolt you carry has been empowered by the prowess of Lord Vishnu and the strength of Dadichi's austerity.
yes.
But you can see, it's the order of Lord Vishnu that he should be killed. Yes? Another question?
Explain who the real winner was in the fight between Indra and Vritasura. 20. Verse number 20.
Verse number 20.
Who is the real winner?
Utrasura is the only answer.
Huh? Indra?
Only answer. See,
Indra wanted to gain over the
by killing Utrasura, Indra will not go to the Gokakam to God it. He will remain in the material world, take birth again. But Utrasura will go back to God it because he has because he
Right. So he's the real winner, right? Indra, what he's going to get, he's going to get the kingdom,
Yes.
but that kingdom is temporary, right?
Yes.
How long will he have it?
So in the last 4 lines it is mentioned, however, if one goes back to Godhead, he never returns to this material world. By killing Vritasura, Indra would not actually gain, he would remain in this material world. Vritasura, however, would go to the spiritual world. Therefore, victory was destined for Vritasura, not for Indra.
Yes. Okay. That he would remain in the material world. He didn't get back to Godhead. But Vritrasura would go back to Godhead. So he was the real winner.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the most important duty at the time of death?
Text number.
21.
To fix the mind on the lotus feet of the Lord.
Krishna, Vishnu, Sankarshan. Ahira Vishnu Murti.
That is the answer I wrote.
Concentrate the mind, one's mind.
Yeah, concentrate one's mind. If one can fix his
On the
mind.
lotus feet.
Oh, this is
Fix in his mind at the lotus feet of Sankarsana.
Vishnu or any other Vishnu Murti, his life will be successful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then?
Question number 5. Compare the Lord's rewarding Indra with his rewarding Vrittasura. Verse 22.
Rewarding Indra.
Yes, compare the Lord's reward for Indra and Lord's reward for Vrittasura.
It is the discussion that we had about material possessions of devotees
Yeah?
is Krishna does not provide material possessions to his analog devotees. That one in the purport it's written.
Yeah, because the Lord awarded them respective benediction they wanted, Vrittasura never wanted.
What does it say?
In the purport it says that to accumulate material possessions one must labor very hard, and it causes enemies, and their friends and relatives become envious. So for unalloyed devotees, Krishna therefore never provides material possessions.
Okay. Krishna never wanted, Vrittasura never wanted material possession.
And also in the beginning, the Lord awarded them the respective benedictions they wanted.
The karmic positions are achieved as a result of karma, but those who are devotees, devotees are arranged with the Supreme Personality of Godhead just to facilitate his devotional service.
But Vrittasura did not get any. I don't know.
So what is the exact answer?
Alright, yes. Material possessions. Devotees, material possessions are the Lord's arrangement. But the karmic possessions are the karma, is karma. So sometimes you need some material possessions. You have any experience of that?
Yes.
You needed something Krishna provided? Really? What happened?
Like medical, I've seen a devotee in medical difficulty and they're very poor, and then suddenly everything is arranged, the medical costs, bills. It's like magically everything was done. The operation was successful. So Krishna arranged for even a poor person, he did not have to worry where will the bills come from. Through other devotees sponsored.
Oh, really? Devotees from Mayapur?
Yes, devotees.
Have any experience like this? Krishna arranged for the devotees to facilitate their devotional activities?
Yeah, I have experience. This happened in 2018. He was in Bombay. So there was a Jagannath Ratha Yatra in Bombay Temple, Mira Road. So my wife made all the bhoga, everything ready, and there were heavy rains on that day. Heavy rains. Now all the buses were they were closed. There was rains. They cannot move also. Buses and the vehicles. So bhoga is ready, but who will take it to the temple? It's a question. I said, I will take it because one option, because she said that she can't come for sure, you cannot tell us. So I do everything I had opened the bus, one bus was there, I don't know how come. They went to some place, from there there was no one around. Temple was a bit far. I stopped, what to do now? I have bhoga at home, walk at home. Suddenly some bike, scooter, where are we going? Temple, come, I will come. Who are you? You come. Okay, then to go bhoga, I will travel slowly. Then I saw behind, that person was not there only. Some got disappeared. So fortunately, I have to go up to Lord Jagannath. The prasad everything. So they
Jai.
In Chennai, we were looking for a particular base, Maharaj. It needs a bigger hall. So the owner was not willing to give to us. So we were trying, but somehow to a temple, one officer came who's like favorable to us. So we kind of requested an officer and he helped us get that base. We are looking for a good base, then we give classes with the big hall. So, but the owner was not filling, but some Krishna's arrangement we got it.
Huh? The owner was not willing,
Yeah.
but somehow the situation changed.
They changed, some officer came and we requested the officer for help and he spoke with the owner.
Jai. Yeah, devotees have many experiences how Krishna facilitates. You need money, you need property, you need facilities. Krishna provides. We have that sincere desire. Is that all the questions?
We have 3 more.
Go ahead.
What special mercy does the Lord bestow upon his unalloyed devotees?
That's number
23.
huh?
Special mercy.
20.
23.
20.
What special mercy does the
Does the
Lord?
Lord bestow upon his unalloyed devotees?
The answer is the special mercy for the unalloyed devotee is that the Lord saves him from the hard labor to achieve the results of religion, economic development, and sense gratification.
Okay. Of course, if you want such benefits, then Krishna can arrange also. Indra, for example, he wanted them. He wanted some facility. He wanted that sense gratification. He wanted material happiness. So Krishna arranged for Indra. But Vridasura, because he was a pure devotee, he only wants devotional service. So Krishna arranged for Vridasura to go back to Godhead. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
The last one is, in the purport of text 24, how does Srila Prabhupada explain what it means to be a servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna?
Oh.
Text 24.
This means that one must accept the spiritual master who comes under disciplic succession and is a servant of the Lord.
and
That in this direction,
engage in the
one must then engage one's 3 properties, namely body, mind and words.
Yes. You have to add on this about body, mind and words. Not only just that you must accept the spiritual master, but under his direction you have to use body, mind and words. Then?
You can
Okay. Alright? So we can, and tomorrow we'll finish off.
12 and 13 together.
Huh?
Chapter 12 and chapter 13.
Tomorrow.
Yes, 2 chapters.
Okay. It's a small chapter, right? Chapter 13. Huh?
Yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah. Chapter 12 has 35 verses. Chapter 13 has 13 verses.
Nothing.
1 verses.
Okay, good.
Total 48 verses tomorrow.
Okay. So, Krishna Shukra Bhakti. Huh?
40, 50. 30.
Dry bread.
Thank you.